want to talk to you guys.
Twitter, Facebook,
Instagram,
Social media. Tweet me at GridAaron, you guys.
Grid Josh,
At Grid Elizabeth.
Grid Taylor.
we're going to look at some of our favorite tweets.
What's up, guys? I'm Aaron Stapish,
Hey guys, I'm Elizabeth Panos.
and welcome back to Social Mondays.
Yay.
One of our favorite times, or my personal favorite times,
Yeah.
because we get to talk to you guys on all the social media. So let's first throw it to Elizabeth right away to start off with some
All right,
Facebook
and first I
posts.
apologize for squeaking. I kind of lost my voice this weekend. But Facebook, Joe Wilfinger said, what does Elizabeth think about the dangerous world of swap meets where Aaron Stapish regularly encounters mother pushers and death threats? Is she worried for her co-anchor's safety?
Just to clarify a little bit, on my other channel at Retro Liberty, we've seen a lot of people getting in fights at the swap meets. Some guy threatened to kill someone like 4 times. We got it on footage and stuff like that. So how do you feel?
Well, I kind of feel like we have Josh, and Josh kind of looks like Aaron, so it would be okay. We'll survive.
I'm easily replaceable, is what she just said. Thanks.
I'm just kidding. All right. Derek McElway, can you do cartwheels? If yes, prove it in the next episode of NES Pursuit. I'm sure I missed a word in there. Go ahead.
You okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good. I cannot do cartwheels. I can do a front handspring, I think it's called.
Yeah. I can do cartwheels. I used to be able to do a round off back handspring back tuck. I did gymnastics.
Don't know what that is. And personally, don't really care.
It's
No,
cool.
just
All
kidding.
right, now we're going into Twitter.
Twitter!
Patrick Rowland, worst game mechanic in general. Oh, I remember I saw JonTron do a review on California games, and it was so funny. Did you see that one?
You know what? That's actually a really good call. To me, like skateboarding game back in like the late 80s or early 90s, like in games like California games, like she said, the controls were always backwards. Like it was so hard to figure out. When you're in like a half pipe, it's like up sometimes means down and left means right, but sometimes left means left, and sometimes you got to tap the button simultaneously. The worst mechanics in sports games that are like California games. I mean, that's a perfect answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Thanks.
You get a brownie. There's no brownies.
I got excited for a second. I was like, where? Okay, Cartridge Bros. What is your favorite genre and why? I couldn't decide. There's like 3. I like shoot 'em ups, platformers, and mazes, but I really think that platformers is my favorite because Super Mario Brothers was the first game I ever played growing up, and I tend to like platformers now, and I think that's why. It's just my roots.
Platformers is one of my favorites, but I will definitely say survival horror. I love games like Silent Hill is one of my favorite games of all time, the Resident Evil series. I mean, there's so many games out there that just, I'm a horror movie fan. I watch horror movies every night, in case you guys don't know. That's why I'm so creepy. But I love survival horror games. Those are my favorite, actually. So.
All right, Johnny Neves, this is for Aaron. Aaron, what's the #1 item on your want list right now? Which one?
Mighty Final Fight, actually, for the Nintendo. That'd be my #1. It's a beat 'em up. It's a great game on the Nintendo. It was a later release, and it's by Capcom, and it's super fast-paced, super cool graphics, and it's kind of hard to find. It's like $80 if you do find it. So that's what I want. Somebody send it to me. No,
I knew you were going to say that. I was waiting for it.
I'm just kidding. Don't do it.
I was waiting. All right. Anyway, John J. 7777. No, is that 5 sevens? It should be 7 sevens. Anyway, top 10s. All right. So we're actually doing top 5s now. So we did a top 5 most patriotic games for July 4th this past week, and we're going to be doing top 5s more often. So it's close to top 10s.
We're excited. I love top 5s.
Yes. All right. So now Greg's going to tell us about some YouTube comments. So take it away, Greg.
Thank you, Elizabeth, and welcome to the YouTube comment section, the most courteous and friendly of all comment sections. Starting with #1, Master Piandow said, I would much appreciate having links to the videos or articles you talk about. All you need to do is put the link in the description. Good comment. We're going to start doing that. Gunberry Goemon says, nice jacket. Who is your tailor? Well, funny story. This is our tailor. Yeah, it is. His name's Taylor. It's pretty good. Nomad Galaga says, Ricky's the boss. Actually, Tony Danza's the boss. Duck and Cover says, good stuff, Elizabeth. Now I need to track down a Denny's nearby. Don't do that. That's detrimental to your health. Oro Network says, can we get some PS1 love? Of course you can. We got an upcoming episode just for you, buddy. Captain Egg Salad says, it's fun to hear the memories about the games, but I would really appreciate if they talked more about the games themselves. That's actually pretty good criticism. I think in our grid chat we'll probably start going into those games in more depth. Vintage Video Game Geek says, damn, both these games look awesome. Thanks, Grid Gaming. Vintage Video Game Geek, you look awesome. Michael G says, I'm a classic gamer from the beginning, lived through 2600, NES, SNES, Wii, Xbone, and the PS1 through PS4. And I have to say admiringly, VR is the next level of gaming, like it or not. Those are some strong words. I don't know if Aaron would agree with you, but to each their own. And next up, we have a little section of comments, and it was a bit of a conversation, and it's just talking about how you guys are helping us with things that we could do better here at the Grid, like adding certain things to our titles, or they like the casual style, but we could go into more depth. So it's great to hear your feedback. This is exactly what it's for. So thank you guys for working with us. We're having a fun time, and hopefully you're having fun watching what we got going for you. And then lastly, Alamozia Roman. I'm not American, but when I play Broforce, I feel America. Isn't it the greatest feeling in the world? Speaking of the greatest feeling in the world, Instagram makes people feel great. What do you guys have from Instagram?
All right, thanks, Greg, for the friendliest YouTube comments ever. All right, back to Instagram. Geodude asked, what are some games to play with a boyfriend, girlfriend, or even with family? Okay, actually, one of the best first dates I ever had was for pizza and then playing the Super Nintendo. And the best thing is to play really casual games. I remember we started playing one game and I was like yelling a lot because I like rage sometimes, and he was like really uncomfortable, I could tell. So then we started playing like Goof Troop, which was like a little more like family friendly. So it's good to play like casual games where you won't like want to kill the other person when you personally.
I would definitely agree right there. Casual games all the way. Don't play something super competitive. Otherwise, it's never good.
Yeah.
I've lost many wives that way. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
All right, anyway. Illusion289, which game would you want recreated for a modern console?
Oh gosh, Journey to Silius would be one. Also Chippendale's Rescue Rangers on the Nintendo. That was an awesome platformer that was co-op, and it was amazingly well done. I would love to see it redone. That is one of my favorite games of all time, and it was perfectly executed on Nintendo, so if they could recreate it in a better way, that'd be amazing.
I have a hard time picking one because sometimes I feel like when they recreate it, they ruin it.
They
too.
can.
So that's, I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
We're looking at you, Bionic Commando.
Yes.
How dare you do what you did. Go ahead.
Super Smash 77. If you had to play one console, there's two parts to this. If you had to play one console for the rest of your life, what console would it be? And two, if you could mix and match any console with any controller, which console and controller would you mix together?
Okay, so for my console that I'd want every game for and be able to play forever would be Super Nintendo.
I'm the same exact thing.
Okay.
It's what I grew up playing. I love it. It's the best.
And the second one, if I could mix and match a controller and a console, I would say I would want the Nintendo controller to be able to be worked on the Sega Master System controller, because I never got used to the D-pad on the Sega Master System controller. I was never able to fully get it right, and the D-pad on the Nintendo I have mastered. So that's what I would mix.
Well, my favorite controller is Xbox One, and my favorite console is Super Nintendo. So if I could mix those, that would be cool. All right, last question.
Last one!
Stat. Woo! Tacos or cake? Cake.
Tacos! That's not even a question!
Dude, are you crazy?
Tacos is like the best food of all time.
But you can do all different kinds of cakes.
Look up best food of all time on Google, it'll come up. I'm not sure if it'll come up. But again, you guys, thank you for talking to us, guys. Hey, and make sure anytime you guys want to talk to us or have a request for Social Mondays, just say something on any social media and hashtag Social Mondays. Also for Grid Chat, hashtag Grid Chat if you guys want us to talk. Throw in suggestions because we love talking to you guys, and submit them. So,
yeah, and you can even just talk to us in general. It doesn't have to just be for Social Monday. We'll talk to you guys on Twitter and everything. That's my favorite one. But
yeah, we love you guys. But again, I am Aaron Stapish.
I'm Elizabeth Panos.
And we'll talk to you guys again here soon on the Grid Gaming.
See you.
See ya.